Many horses to go into line. The first leg of today's PA. Gates go back and they are off and racing. Double Destiny, if anything, was about a length and a half slow into stride. Let's give them a chance to settle down. One of the first to respond is Heart Seas around runners, who's got the blue sleeves and the blue cap and the white blinkers. On speed is Wildest Dreams, who's now going to go off and lead them with the orange sleeves and the orange cap. So Wildest Dreams by a length. In second is Heart Seas. Then comes Hey Siri. Trump My Queen is racing 4 lengths off the leader. Keep It Fort is about 5 lengths off them as they go into the first bend. And then comes Crafty Heart, who's towards the back end, and Double Destiny's going to have to get past them all. So they go onto the back straight. They've gone past the 1400, and in front is Wildest Dreams by about 2 lengths. In second is Heart Seas. Trump My Queen has now popped its nose into third. Hey Siri has got the yellow jacket, races into fourth. Crafty Heart is behind that. Keep the Fort is about 5.5 lengths off the leader, and out back over here is Double Destiny, and I would say that's about 7 lengths off the leader. They're directly on the far side of the track. Past the 1000 they go, and it's Wildest Dreams is in front, does it nicely by just over a length and a bit. You can see Richard Fourie has a look around to see the pace of the race. In second is Heart Seas. Then comes Trump My Queen, who's racing in third. Hey Siri still in a good rhythm in fourth. Then comes Crafty Heart, Keep the Fort. And unfortunately, I can't see Double Destiny. That's about 10, 11, make that 12 lengths off the leader. So they're just about a corner into the home straight. They've got 500 meters left to go. It's Wildest Dreams in front. On the outside is Heart Seas. Trump My Queen, Hey Siri. Then comes Crafty Heart, Keep the Fort, and a long way back to Double Destiny, who's going to have to be a champion to win from there. They're homeward bound, and Wildest Dreams feels pressure. On the outside is Trump My Queen. Then comes Heart Seas. Hey Siri is still 4 lengths off the leader, but it's Wildest Dreams who gives a beautiful kick. Wildest Dreams goes 3 lengths clear. In second is Hey Siri with Heart Seas, but here's Wildest Dreams, a very easy winner. Second, maybe Heart Seas, then came Hey Siri, and Trump My Queen was in fourth. They'll be happy with that result. To the Schechter family, to Dr. D. Schechter and to Mr. AJ Schechter, congratulations. As easy as you like after running fifth last time out over 2,000 meters, puts it together today and goes on to open up the first leg of the PA in style.
Welcome back to Fairview Race 2 on the card this afternoon. Place accumulated time it was, and yep, when they look so good, they run so good. Wildest Dreams from the Alan Greef stable, a quick double for Richard Fourie in the Schechter colours, comes out and wins this afternoon. With me is Michael, and he's collecting the 1,500 Rand courtesy of World Sports Betting on behalf of Juice. Juice is the groom of Wildest Dreams. So there we go, well done.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. Let's go to Richard Fourie for the second time this afternoon, and he's started off on a good note, which is awesome. And we had such a downpour of rain before the runners went out, and luckily that subsided a little bit as well. But Richard, what a big, strong filly she is. She catches the eye in the parade ring, and Nadine was telling me off air that at home she can also be a bit of a handful. She can take a tug.
Yeah, I believe that no jockey rides her at home. She's too strong, and I believe Mr. Griffith says that. So some days you can feel her when she's in her demeanour where she's going to take you on. But today she was quite peaceful. She went down on a nice, easy canter, and I thought to myself, yeah, today's the day I'm going to take her to the front and they're not going to get to me because she wasn't pulling. So much more switched off today. I think running in all those strong plate races definitely brought her back to her usual self. And yeah, she won a good race. Every time you ask her to change legs, she does it. So every furlong I'm on a fresh set of legs, and she responded quite well up the straight, and she won this race deserving it.
Now, Richard, obviously the weather's not great at the moment. There's nothing you can do about that. Let's just touch on the poly track. We know that 4 Racing put a lot of money into our poly track. And feedback from a top jock yourself?
Well, look, it poured down just before we went out, and when I cantered down, you didn't know if there was water on it. It was just absolutely amazing. So I must say well done to 4 Racing. Thank you for fixing it. Yes, fixing the track for us, and the horses are loving it, and we can continue racing, and the horses can earn, and the punters can earn, and everybody's happy.
Well, we look forward to seeing you later as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Richard Fourie. It is the second time, and he is sponsored by Winning Form. Big thank you from Richard Fourie as he walked away with Winning Form, the sponsor as well. Alan Greef, nice to have you in the winner's box this afternoon, and obviously for the Schecters. But while I'm standing here with you, let's just touch on a big owner, a family that's been part of your racing and racing for a long, long time, not just motorcar racing, but horse racing as well, and the passing of Mr. Scribanti.
Yeah, thanks for starting there. I would have started there. To the whole Scribanti family, deepest condolences. Chelsea and Lee Scribanti took over the mantle when their father passed away, Elder Scribanti, and he was a stalwart of racing in the Eastern Cape himself. And it was nice to see the next generation take over. And Chelsea and Lee have been with me from the very first time I started training. So I trained for their dad. My father trained for their dad.
It's like family.
That's family, and they have had a lot to do with building our race courses here. Arlington, they did a lot of work on. Fairview, not only the tracks, which they did the ground laying of the poly track, but the roads and the tarring of the yards, and that have all been with the Scribanti family, who are well known throughout South Africa for their work.
Civils,
it was a sad day, and like I say, condolences to everybody concerned, and hopefully the flag will be passed on, but it was a little bit of a shock, and Lee phoned me on Wednesday morning to say that Chelsea had passed away, and it's just a little bit was hard to swallow as people that you've known for so long, but the show goes on.
All right, now let's get back to Wildest Dreams, and you were very confident. Nadine was telling me off here as well that Alan says this is the right race.
Yeah, firstly, well done to Dr. Schechter, Alan Schechter, Ridgemont Highlands on this filly. She's a big, strapping girl, and look at her form. She's been in the Gold Cup and the Glenlair, and in the Pinnacles, taking on really top horses and holding her own, finishing third, fourth against those horses, and back down in a handicap against fillies. Right sort of race, 2,000 metres. We've had a lot of rain. Thank goodness for the poly track. This is where everybody's been working for the last week, and we've got to change our work a little bit to suit the track, but the horses are getting the work, and the punters can be confident.
All right, now Alan, I'm not going to go through your runners. Obviously you've done that with the interviews in the week as well, but you were confident about this one. Any similar confidence for anything else on the day?
Yeah, I like For All We Know. I think she's doing well and looking well at the moment, and I think she'll run a good race. A Linger Longer, he's been crying for a little bit more distance, and hopefully the mile, maybe 1,400 might have been ideal, but I think the mile should be okay.
All right, thank you so much. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Alan Greef, and he shares the sentiment of everybody in racing here, especially in the Eastern Cape, and we're thinking of their family during this difficult time, the Scribanti family. Well, there we go, another winner for Richard Fourie, and I do think he's got chances to make it more than just 2 this afternoon.